Thanks for joining and good evening to all. Good morning to others because I'm not sure if people have joined from India or from other countries as well. So is getting for the day. So today we are just trying to be discuss about more on the knowledge base or more on the discussion point of the role of the role of the artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. So, see nowadays everything is very this is very hot topic. You can say in terms of the cyber security, or maybe we can speak about the IT as well. The artificial intelligence. So everybody wants to know more about that. Everybody wants to learn more about that, and people are definitely interested to be implement that technology. Even how to be implement and what are the pros and cons are there. So in the today's era, I can say is the AI is the game changer for each and every field, not only for the cyber security, right? So why the AI is the game changer? What is the primary use case, or what is the primary benefit for the AI to be incorporated into the cyber security, right? So see, the cyber security is the definitely major concern for all the organization. Even we can speak about the staff of the 10 people, and we can speak about the staff of the 100 people, or we can say is the 10 users, or it is more than 1,000 users. So it is concern for every business. It is concern for government as well. It is concern for individual as well. Okay, so you see, it is game changer because AI is enable more sophisticated and accurate threat detections. Accurate in terms of, yes, it is more accuracy than human, because human can skip something, human can malfunction something. See, malfunctioning is also there in the AI. The mechanism is there, the algorithm is there. So AI is also risky, but yes, in compared to human, it is having a better speed. It is having a, you can say, the better you can say that is a better identification methodology is there. The accuracy is more, right? So that algorithm can analyze the vast database, because human is having some limitations are there, but AI, it can collect the data from multiple resources from the vast database in the fraction of seconds. Even it is having a capability to identify the patterns, malicious and the potential threats as well in the real-time environment. So that's why this is the game changer, because see, the business are growing. Most of the business are digitalized nowadays. The assets are even more than 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 in terms of the data points, endpoints. Even in the today's technology, you can say everybody's the day starting with the technology and day ends with the technology, right? Everywhere we are generating the data, we are utilizing the data. So we need the virtual assistants, we need the support, right? We need the smart tools and technology to be at least work faster, work better, and work with the less errors, right? So see, in the cyber security, we use a lot of tools, we use the firewalls, antivirus. That is very basic tools and technology. We use that to be protect the organization, right? But that is not enough. Why that is not enough? Because attackers are also very smart nowadays. They also use the AI to perform the attacks. They generate the attacks using the AI technology, right? So we need the tool to be, we need the anti-virus kind of thing, we need the anti-AI somewhere to be protect our organization in the speed of the attack, right? So see, because cyber attacks are also growing, so we need something to be protect ourselves, protect our organization. So that's why we need to adopt the AI. So why do we need to adopt the AI? Because attackers are rapidly adopting this technology to enhance their capability. So we also have to be in the other side. We also need to be adopt the technology to be prevent ourselves, prevent our organization, and prevent our data. So this is the basically why do we need the AI. And AI and cybersecurity is the generally handshake, and it is coming up. Is some of the companies already started implementing AI in the cybersecurity. Now the technology, it is in the evaluation phase. You can say it is in the maturity model, is not yet completed, but yes, it is maturing. It is day on day, it is growing well. See, it is still, we are in the sensitive, it is in sensible stage. It is not yet matured completely, right? But yes, it has started adopting. It is in the co-piloting phase. Even you can see that is very good tool is the Microsoft Copilot is there, right? It is definitely, it is very good AI tool currently we can see in the compared to the market. right? So that is one of the technology, so now it is trying to become the co-pilot for the securities. Yeah, so so what is the primary role of the AI in the cybersecurity? Why do we need the AI in cybersecurity? So definitely AI can play a major role here, right? That's true. But how AI can help here? What is the pros and cons for the AI, right? So see, this is very, as usual, use cases are there, basically is very good use cases are threat detection, prevention, response to incidents, improve the defense. That is the very common use cases are there, right? But if you can see here, it can also help in this automation of the incident response. That is one of the best use cases, because see, if I can give the real-time example of the security operations center, even everybody is aware about the SIEM and the SOC, right? Security incident and event monitoring, security information and the event monitoring is there. So this SOC team are monitoring the massive data, maybe the thousands of data, the lakhs of data on day-to-day basis. And I'm sure, we all are the human, so we miss a lot of things. We miss the incident. There are a lot of false positive are there. How to analyze the massive data? So we use the tool for that, and that tool is not enough capable to be analyze the data without the algorithm. So some of the tools, they already use the AI to give the real-time result, to prevent the incident, to respond the incident immediately, right? Example, I give you the real-time example of this automation. See, most of the company or most of the organization, they got the false positive events for the logging into the server, because administrator logging into the server multiple time in a day, or maybe users logging into the servers multiple time in a day. So every time it gives the false positive event, this is the access has been granted, it is success or it is failure. Failure is possible because I use the wrong password, I use the wrong OTP, I use the wrong two-factor authentication. But the user is genuine, so that is called the false positive event. So how to filter that event? So in this case, we need to be at least create the one use cases within the AI, and we need to give that pattern. We need to at least create that pattern within the AI, and AI can automatically validate that users within the Active Directory, and then it will allow access, or it will be bypass that event completely. It will filter that event. So that is the use case of the AI in the security operations center, right? Other very good use cases are risk assessment, because continuously vulnerability assessment can be possible using the AI tool. So that is called automation as well. But within the automation, how to use that tool to identify the vulnerability, because vulnerability will come in the multiple, the low severity is there, medium severity is there, high severity is there. So automatically it will be assigned to the respected team as per the organization design. So that will help in the automation, as well as the AI will help to be mitigate that vulnerability. If something is not there in the patch management, you can say as a vulnerability, my Windows system is not patched up to the as per the current version, or X-1 and -1. So AI tool will be integrated with my patch management system, and it will automatically pushing that patch. So that is the use of the AI here, right? Also, we can use in the data loss prevention, maybe the threat hunting is there. I can use in the identity and access management, right? So that is also one of the very good example of the identity and access management, right? So currently we use that, wherever I'm working, currently we use that identity, you can say the user access review with the automation, and that is the small AI is also implemented there. What is happening, by end of every month, I run that tool, and my tool verify all the users which is available in the Active Directory with my SAP systems. So whatever the users are already exited, or maybe it is not in the SAP, or it is not in the AD, that I get the report, and automatically that user can disable. So you can understand that, how my life is easy today with the user access systems, because this is very crucial, right? If the user is not in the organization, but still user is having access, so it's very dangerous. It's potentially highly risk for company, right? So in this way, I reduce the risk. So that is one of the example in the identity and access management. You can say that is the user access as well. Other, like, maybe it will be help for the malware analysis, and it can help in the training and the awareness as well, like, because you can see the chat GPT, that is one of the good example of the AI. It will definitely help very well in the training and the awareness part of the cybersecurity. So this is, like, the very primary role of the AI in the cybersecurity ecosystems, like, because there are a lot of things are there, even the applications are there, you can say the attack surface is there, but this is the primary use cases which is proven and which is workable under the AI right now. See, there are a lot of unseen attacks are there, like, because if I'm collecting the massive data possible, like, human will get hypnotized, and it can be skipped, it can be ignored, like, even the software can be malfunction, even AI also can be malfunction. But yes, like, the basically some of the AI tool which is already proven in the market, so that really good in terms of the identification of the data, analysis of the data, like, give the actually real-time result, right? And it can help to prevent the sophisticated attacks as well. Okay, so that what I discussed, like, that is the very good use cases here in the ecosystem. It is the faster detection, so I'm sure you agree on that, like, it is the speed of light, like, it can give you the fraction of a second, it will give you the real-time result. See, the false positive, false negative, maybe some error in the result, but possibility is less, right? Some percentage of the error can be possible, but that is all on the, like, the continuous improvement side. The phishing detection is also one of the very good, you can say, the example here, right? So behavior analytics, right? The network security is there. See how these tools are working, basically, like, it will be identify the pattern here, the pattern of your work. So AI and Gen AI both are different currently. See, Gen AI is the part subset of the AI only, because it is generating this content based on the behavior, right? But AI is basically, like, the coding and the algorithm, what I have already written in this program, or I'm using that tool, and that tool help me to be understand my pattern, my daily pattern. I can create the rule set as well, and accordingly it will be work. So day on day, my posture is going to be improved. See, from day one we will not get the result for sure, but day on day my posture will going to be improved, right? So some of the tools I can give you, like the example in this, like, the Doctors one, I use the Doctors as well, like, so Doctors is also one of the very good tool for the incident response, like, so it is helping the automatic incident response. So Doctors currently is definitely, like, some of the AI is already included in the Doctors, some portion of AI is there. So that tool is also very good in terms of the incident management in the terms of the AI. Is preventing the online fraud. So how it's prevent the online fraud, basically? So it's understand the pattern, because see, I'm continuously getting this hits, like, it look like a DDoS attack, or maybe it's if my IP is not repeated IP, right? So what AI do? See, generally most of the firewall have features to be block that, or like, the DDoS attack, or maybe the phishing attack. But AI additionally help to be detect that IP reputation immediately using the vast database, right? And that IP will be blocked automatically using the AI and the automation. So that's the basically the handshake of the AI and the automation and within the cybersecurity, I can say. Okay, so same thing, like, AI utilize the three fundamental mechanism to tackle the complex security problem, right? Because see, there are a lot of complex in all the business, all the data, you can say, in all the softwares as well. But in the cybersecurity, there are more complex, because cybersecurity is definitely, like, the guys are definitely analyzing a lot of data day in day out to be understand, like, what is happening in my system, what is suspicious, what is malicious, like, what data is supposed to be reshaping. So first of all, like, the pattern is there, the pattern insight is there, like, so how this AI can help us, like, AI can help to be classifying the data pattern, because see, every day we work with this our computers, our servers, our networks, like, so it will be help to identify the data classification, right? And that is currently it is challenging for us, right? Because no company in this world is having 100% data classification in place. But using the tools, we can at least have a better shape in terms of the data classification, right? So once the data will be classified, the analytical part will be more easy for the tool as well, for the human as well. right? So once the data will be classified, definitely the complexity will become less. But yes, some error is also possible here. But it will help to be speed up the classification of the massive data. You can say the big data, right? Also, the AI will help the action recommendation. See, action recommendation is currently also possible if we scan any using the if we use any VA tool, PT tool, or maybe any tool it will scan our system and it will come up with the recommendation, right? But recommendation is only on tools report. There is no action at all. So how the AI can help? AI can take the action based on the recommendation. So the integration with the AI tool, with the scanning tool, that will give you the more effective, right? So it will be automatically, not automatically, but yes, based on the pattern, AI will patch the systems and our vulnerability will be remediated. It will be mitigated. This will be reduced accordingly, right? And the autonomous mitigation is there, so some intelligence agent can take the direct action. So this is still in the evaluation phase, because some of the action is very dangerous, something, because if I don't want to patch my system because I'm my server is running with the older version of the application, which I cannot upgrade. The upgrades are not available. And if I will upgrade my other platform or other operating systems, then that application can stop working. So that is the cons are there. But yes, AI can help to be upgrade our systems, or maybe to take the action against the risk, right? So that is definitely help organization to identify the risk very quickly in the fraction of seconds, or we can say in the half time of this what humans generally do it, right? And it will be rectify the issues as well, so that will really help us to be understand that, right? So okay, so one more example I can give you, I have seen one of the tool, I forget the name of the tool, okay, but that is the you can say the tool is called it is it's help to hardening the systems. The hardening, what is hardening of the servers, the infosec, you can say the cybersecurity equipment in terms of the firewall, switches, right? We need to scan that systems, then we need to understand that CIS benchmarking, and based on that we need to just push one by one control. But I have seen the one tool which is capable of the AI as well, so which can scan my entire network, and that tool can page my systems, not page, but can do the hardening, can push the hardening of my equipment as well. So how my life will be easy using the AI, AI and automation, right? Definitely the rollback is also there. So tools, definitely whatever the tool they have designed, that tool is very good in terms of the take care about this entire infrastructure hardening part, right? But yes, that tool can give you the better understanding. So no need to go for the no need to hire the skilled people to be understanding about the each and every technical detail of the hardening, right? No need the skill set to be understand the CIS benchmark. We can utilize our existing staff, which is not too expert but is moderately good in terms of the understanding of technicality, so they can perform this task even. And we can speedily push that security updates, or maybe we can harden our systems for the better security posture. So that also available in the market. I have seen that even we have used in past as well, not even too past, but 6 months back we were using that system, right? So that is the one part of that. Okay, see, there are, you can say maybe some hurdles that require innovation still, because see, this is not enough matured right now, this AI tool. Specifically I'm talking about in the cybersecurity, because cybersecurity, say in the initial phase, cybersecurity was having some limited footprint. But nowadays you can say cybersecurity is everything, entire organization is dependent on the one cybersecurity guy, or maybe everybody is putting everything on the cybersecurity, right? So all the 360-degree, the posture is supposed to be secure, it's supposed to be protected, right? But what is the limitation of the AI right now? Maybe see, generally any organization, maybe we can say the small scale enterprise scale organization, they have 1,000 of devices, 100 of devices, right? So my attack surface is too vast here, Each and every equipment may have a vulnerability, may not be, may have. But yes, as a cybersecurity professional, we always think that each and every device, each and every equipment is having a may have a vulnerability. So generally, organization deal with the thousands of equipment, thousands of device, each posing a potential vulnerability. So that is the one of the limitations in the AI, so how to be integrate all these devices. So that is the one of the challenges. Yeah, right. The numerous attack vector, like cyber threats through various possibilities. There are a lot of possibilities are making monitoring security multiple entries. So this is something crucial nowadays. See, we can definitely implement the AI, but integrating the massive data in the one place, that is also challenge for AI currently. That is one of the challenge for AI, right? So, and that is also maybe it's filling the insecurity for the security professional, because see, we are definitely the time is going to replace, it is going to reduce the manpower, the man hours on human with the technology, with the AI, with the virtual assistants. In the cybersecurity also, if we don't need the expert skill, then definitely some skills are there. There are a lot of insecurities are there in the job. There is skills are there, but there is the job has been replaced with the automation, with the AI technologies, with the ML, right? So that is also some challenges are there currently with the AI, right? Maybe some scarcity are there, some potential risk are there. The AI. Data overload, yes, that is also possible, because see, the one maybe the very sensitive points in the AI, AI is collecting a lot of data from lot of entry points. Okay, so data can be overloaded. Data is almost overloaded in most of the companies wherever they currently use that. So we need the very huge infrastructures in terms of the storage. We need the faster performance of our infrastructure. So that is cost is always there, but the data overload is one of the big problem. And we really don't know currently how the AI will be performed with the overloaded of the data in the TB or in the petabyte. No one has tested yet. That is also one of the concern here with the AI, right? So see, there are some primary benefit we can say with the AI using in the cyber security, definitely it will be improve the effectiveness due to the AI ability to detect the attacks. It is proven basically, if we integrate if we use the AI in the company, even the best use case, we use the AI in the enterprise, which is the more than it is highly scalable, right? So that we can at least get the ROI, we can at least utilize that AI tool better way. The small organization, I'm sure that is the limited footprint of the staff in this, and this is too costly. Even the technology currently, it is costly, significant costly, not too costly, but a significant costly. But yes, this is the very good use case if can use the AI on the AI within the cybersecurity in the enterprise grade organization, or maybe in the enterprise, right? So that will give you the better picture. It will be definitely have a very effectiveness in terms of the attack management, attack detection. It will be improve the security posture, with the continuous the vulnerability assessment and the continuously vulnerability patching as well. And it will definitely help the incident response, the automated incident response are there. It will be increase the time saving. That is obvious. It is there, right? If we use the tool will definitely, the speed of the tool is more than the human speed, what human can do it, right? And the response cycle is also very good, detection plus response, that is both are good. And it is CI is completely data driven, we can say, it is completely driven on the data. So whatever the data are there in the AI, that will drive. So if we have a not a right data, it will be give the errors as well. It will be perform in the different direction as well. Maybe it can go to the wrong direction as well. So everything is depends on the data. What data I have given, what data AI tool is collecting. So accordingly, it will be combined the output. So this is, we can say, the short term and the long term benefits are there. See, short term benefits, see, it is not that much. We cannot evaluate, we cannot come up on the very quick conclusion about the short term benefit. But yes, on a long run, definitely it will give you the benefit if we use and we continuously improve that tools as per our align with our business requirement. So that is basically there, right? And see, the cost saving for organization, that is there, but I think that is subject to the organization to organization, how the organization spend the things on the AI, right? Because see, the tool cost is there, but apart from the tool, there is we need the very scalable infrastructures to be run that automated tool using the AI. Because see, it is continuously processing in the backend. So we need the continuously. We need the very high processors with the high RAM and the continuously supporting infrastructures 24/7 with the very good bandwidth as well. Right? So that is the cost. We cannot say it's the cost effective, but yes, it can help to save the cost on a longer run, right? Because it will be like definitely helping us to preventing and the mitigating the cybersecurity breaches. So if we can compare with the cost of the breaches, definitely this cost is nothing, right? It will be also improve the workforce experience, right? As a cybersecurity professional can focus on the higher level of the task, because see, this task, the data analytics, big data assessment, so that is required a lot of humans, a lot of manpower, and most of the time the cybersecurity guys generally engage in all this operational activity. So if we integrate AI in the cybersecurity, most of the operational tasks, definitely the people or our professional, the cybersecurity professional can focus on the different, in the other high level task. Even they can focus on the GRC part, they can focus on the other part where posture can be improved a lot in the business terms. And definitely it will be improve the customer satisfaction and the brand reputation as well, because what are the MSSP company, they generally try to develop the AI, or they try to use the AI for MSSP, what are the MSSP service they offer. So that will definitely give you the better picture and better satisfaction to the customers with the low cost. That will help here in the AI as well. Yeah. So see, there is the risk is always there. See, we have discussed about the pros and cons. We discuss about the benefit of the AI, the handshake between the AI and the cybersecurity, how we can utilize it, right? What are the ROI is there, but there are potentially high risk as well currently in the AI with the cybersecurity. It is not so easy to be completely relying on the AI, because end of the day is the tool, and tool is collecting the massive data from multiple endpoints, from multiple sources, right? So error can be possible, malfunctioning can be possible, right? So it is analyzing the large data set with lightning speed. Yes, speed is too high. That is subject to our infrastructures, how infrastructures is scalable for that, right? So see, companies are heavily investing in this application, or maybe so that is the risk is there, because see, most of the companies, they are trying to develop the application. I mean to say that the cybersecurity product companies, they are trying to develop the product. They are investing a lot in this tool, right? So see, one day possible, at some points, possible, this will be competed by some the other technology, or possible, this can be exhausted, because a lot of applications will become in the market, and most of the application will not survive because of the the type of the application, and because of the capability of the AI service provider. So that is also one of the risk in the market in terms of the product of the AI. See, vulnerability to the AI attacks. So that is obviously there, right? Because see, AI can help to be scan the vulnerability for our networks, for the company, but how to ensure that whatever the AI tool we use, that is not vulnerable. So again, that is the loop here. We need the tool to run this AI, scan the vulnerability for the AI. We need the surety. My AI tool is not vulnerable. Otherwise, it will be the very dangerous situation, because if my AI tool is vulnerable, then hackers will definitely they will definitely deploy the attack in the fraction of second. Currently, attack is possible, example in the ransom. So ransom is, they deploy the ransom, then I started spreading or injecting in my network gradually, slowly. I have a time to be cut that, the infected system, cut down that point. But if my AI tool is vulnerable, then you think of that, because AI tool is very, is give you the resolution and the result in the fraction of seconds. So same way, attackers can take the advantage of that, and it will be completely spoiled the entire network within a minute or within an hour. So that is the disadvantage as well. There is some potential vulnerability, may be possible, but there is nothing is certified by the AI vendor currently. This is 100% secure. That is one of the concern here, and that is the very high risk if we completely rely on this AI tool. See, the privacy concern is also there. So how the privacy concern are there? Because see, the AI tool is collecting the massive data from all the data points. So we don't know if they have collected, they have catch the private data, the PII data as well. And as a result, it will be definitely give the result as a PII data, which should not be exposed. But it has exposed because of the malfunctioning of that AI tool. Because AI has collected that raw informations and it is presenting as a result to third party or to others, which is not concerned about the PII. That is also one of the data breach. That is very sensitive point today nowadays in the data privacy for the AI, right? And the major thing here, dependency on the AI tool, relying on the AI tool can create the cybersecurity skill gap. That is for sure, right? Because more and more, because generally nowadays, if you can think about if I depends, or generally the people depends more on more technology than intelligence, right? So technology, so this will lead the security teams becoming it will be replaced that, they assume that AI system will detect any potential threat. So I don't need the SOC team, I don't need the cybersecurity analyst, right? I can run the company with the only 2 cybersecurity professional, right? They can at least monitor my AI tool, that's all, and my entire security will be automated with the AI. So that is the big risk here, to completely depends on the AI. So this is the risk here, for the using the AI tool as well. Yeah, that is the ethical issue is also possible, because sometimes what is happening, the lack of transparency, how this data has been generated by the AI tool, right? So because we don't know the data source, there is no transparency in the data source. Because if we use the AI as a services, we don't know how this data collected, from where it is collected. It's collected legally, illegally, ethically, unethically. That's also the big problem. And we use that is the jurisdiction issue is there. Okay, because maybe AI has collected data from the breached systems, or maybe from the hackers, right? And that data it is presenting here to us. So that is again ethical issues. Even AI collect the data from our systems and it is presenting to someone somewhere else. It is malfunctioning. So that's also one of the bigger issue here. That is the potentially high risk currently, and there is no surety about this malfunctionality currently. You can say there is no guarantee of that currently in the market for the AI. But yes, it is improvements are there. Day on day, the AI product is becoming with the more reliable, more integrated, right? Integrity is increasing day on day. See, the cost of implementation, what we discussed, in this previous PPT, that is there always, because incorporating the AI technology into cybersecurity, it is too expensive nowadays. Because it requires a lot of resources, in terms of I need the very huge server, maybe some enterprise grade servers. If that's subject to what I'm going to be automated, what I'm going to be implement there, where I'm going to implement the AI, what is my workload. But that is limited human expertise to set up, because see, the skill gap is there in the AI as well, right? Because AI is growing right now. No one is having 100% expertise to implement the tool, AI tool. No one is having expertise to change the coding in the AI tool, right? That is limited with the product company. And in today's market, there is very limited footprint of the AI product, right? It is not enough matured even. There is no compliance framework in this AI, right? So deployment, so expertise on the deployment, expertise on the implementation, and that is, skill gap is still there, right? Even we cannot say skill gap, but awareness and expertise is not there in the market currently, right? And management of the AI systems, yes, it is there. People can have a better understanding about how to manage the AI system, but yes, still limitations are there here. Additionally, the AI solutions may need specialized hardware. So that is for sure. We need the specialized hardware supporting infrastructures and the significant processing capacity. So data center cost is there, bandwidth cost is there, the server on OPEX or CAPEX model is there. We need the high-end administrator to manage that hardware as well, right? And the major disadvantage, or you can say the risk in the AI cybersecurity, is the misuse of the technology itself, right? So internal threats, you can say, like, the inside threats within the residual risk is there. Because as an administrator, like, I'm backed by something else internally, then definitely I will just try to put some different, you can say, I can create some, maybe some wrong policy in this AI tool. And that policy can start malfunctioning the entire organization. So that is always there. That is there in this. So that is the misuse of the technology. That is increased use of the AI in the cybersecurity also raised the. See, the day-to-day the challenges are more, right? If I'm using the new technology, or new tools, or so every day the challenges, because the tools is on growing phase. It is going to become a mature day on day, right? So every day the new challenges will come. Every day the new use cases will be introduced, right? Every day it will come with the additional pros and cons, or new pros and cons will be there. So that is subject to where we use that systems. If we use in the NBFC's domain, the use cases are completely different. But if we use in the any government domain, maybe in the airlines or maybe in the defense, right? So that use case is completely different, right? But yes, risk is there. Can be plus minus, somewhere is the less risk, somewhere is the more risk, but it is not a proven yet. Yes, but there are a lot of benefit against that as well. See, the attackers may use the AI to launch the most sophisticated attacks. So that is true, because nowadays what is happening, some of the organizations, they face the attacks which is not possible by the human even, right? So at the speed of the attack they use. See, automation can't help in the attacks. It will definitely help in the attacks, but some at some points it will be definitely give the, and you can say the it will be blocked that in terms of it will be some limitations will be there in the automation, but using the AI with the automation, it will give you the better speed of the attack. It will be more sophisticated attacks. It will bypass the detection as well. See, the beauty of the AI is because I use the AI tool to detect my threats and vulnerability, but same tool I can use to deploy the attack with bypass all the vulnerability, bypass all the detections, right? It is definitely possible because algorithm is same. I only need to change the algorithm and everything will be work perfectly. My attack will be successfully deployed, and as a result, it will be continuously innovation we require to develop a new strategy, how to protect that soul, how to ensure that that should not be the wrong direction, that should not be the malfunctioning of the tool, right? It will be definitely it should be completely aligned with the regulatory requirement. So that is missing currently. There is no framework available in the market for that. Not even in the US government, not even in this India government. Some guidelines are there to use the AI tool, but there is no compliance framework with that. So before wrapping up, I just wanted to I would request if you want to discuss here anything more about that, or if you want to ask anything, then we are fine to discuss here.
Anyone with questions? I definitely have one, but I'll keep myself
yeah, sure.
I'll not be the first one to ask questions. If anybody else has a question, please go ahead. Okay, looks like.
Well, Rupali, I have a question. Hi, this side. Hi, Riyal. This is really a good one that we have gone through this presentation of yours. I really like the way you have portrayed on the intricacy of the data of the AI. Just wanted to ask, we have been told that there is a certification called as ISO 42001, which is about auditing the AI systems. What do you
Right.
think? Don't you think that covers at least something at this point of time? I understand. No, we cannot do what
Right.
I as a DPO we do not do a
Right.
PIA for any of the applications which are being onboarded. But what we do is something called as an ethical assessment to understand if there is how good is that application, AI application, if I have to onboard it, or in fact, in other way out, if I can say that if my data is going out of my company to another vendor, and how the vendor is going to process the data with their AI system. So we got to do this such kind of assessment to understand if it is okay to onboard that vendor. So having that thing asked, why do we not ask for? Likewise, we ask for ISO 27001. Why not we ask for ISO 42001?
Okay. See the ISO 42001. Even I have seen that. I have reviewed that. So that is the initial framework. Because this framework is also not matured enough. It is asking about the risk assessment of the AI tool. So it is same like the working on the assessment model, but still potential risks are there. Because see, the assessment model of the in the 42001 is saying about the AI assessment methodology, right? But it is not asking, it is not giving any specific functionality of the AI. It is not presenting anything related to the AI algorithm, the surety on the AI algorithm. So that is still maturity is not there. But yes, this is the very initial framework, and somewhere it is fine to give us a surety on the organization level. Yes, we have a 42001 certified, and our AI system is somehow protected, but not on this 100%. We can say we are confident on it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
So Tanin is a data protection officer, Hiral, and I'm kind of concerned, on his behalf as to somebody holding a position as sensitive in an organization where there could be student data, patient data,
Right.
or any other important data, and you're deploying an AI solution. You did say what AI may take up, as data points, because it ultimately has to work on data, right? So what data
Right.
does it pick up from an organization and uses it to be able to perform its own activities, in the domain of AI, but at the same time actually goes ahead and uses that data even to develop its own self. So AI, continuously develops on the data layer on layer. Every time it collects data from one company or another company, or as many
Right.
deployments the AI has, that's the intelligence of AI, right? So
Right.
how does
Absolutely.
one really, as a data protection officer, feel comfortable with deploying such solutions, and it's so difficult. I mean, you can't catch hold of a product. You can catch hold of a person or a company, right? You can't say
Right.
that, hey, this AI tool stole my data, or this. So how do you
we
really
should blame we should
how do
blame
you
on AI,
really
and we'll be free.
help DPO, to be able to use AI at the same time, not be vulnerable to the tool itself. So is there?
Right.
I think Manoj is also here. So is Jyoti. Hiral, if you want to, of course, answer it, I'll also welcome Manoj and Jyoti to kind of pitch in.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So Rupali, very good question. Yes, the fact that anything which is AI right now, it scares me a lot, to be very frank with you, because of the fact that we do not know if my data is gone. I cannot retrieve back. How I have to use the AI system is all about ethics comes into picture. That is it ethically right, or is it okay to use that application, and how good we can use it? So how I describe ethics is very simple. It's like a sharp object. With that sharp object, you can build, you can make vegetables and cut vegetables and make a dish out of it. You can, with that sharp object, you can harm someone. With that sharp object, you can also build a tooled, and then you can even build some sculptures and sell out. So it's always important that how you're using that sharp object. It goes back to the same thing: training, awareness, and making sure in your company how you are driving it, the usage of AI. Probably to start with, which companies have not yet done, they can build up something AI guidelines.
Right.
Put up across some kind of policies that this should not be done. You should use it with carefully. You should not put across your codes, your legal systems on your legal documents, on any of the Chat GPT or Gemini or whatever you call about, or else you should tell and make awareness, send awareness to the employees of how you can use the AI system. Now, this is where we try to fail, and we are trying to making sure that we pull up our socks in such a way that every individual in our company is a little bit trained on what is AI and how we can hamper the decision making, because of the fact that you understand that some information has already been pushed into that system, and that information is pushing that AI to give some answers. Now, in today's time, we have seen this in the AR on the HR hiring management system, HRMS. This AI has been used tremendously. With that, they want to try understand how good or bad is the candidate. That is not you will be able to do it. You need human intervention into that. With that, one blink of an eye, you feel that the candidate is not comfortable of answering the question, so he's not okay to answer the question. But you don't know the fact that the candidate has a problem of blinking the eyes multiple number of times. So whatever intention that you're doing on your language model is what it's driving down to the outcome of it. So yes, it is scary, but you're also helpful, because at some point of time you are reducing the lot of work to it. You are making sure that some checks and balances which an individual is not able to do, that checks and balances can be implemented in agreement or in cybersecurity SOC systems, and catching those vulnerabilities. This is a challenge between this is push and pull that is going across in the companies to understand the how good and bad would be the AI is. But as of now, what I've seen in the companies, it's more of awareness and trainings is more important to roll out at this point of time, to make people aware. If this is wrong, this is right. You should use it in an ethical way of doing it.
Correct.
I'd, Jyoti and Manoj. Jyoti, you want to say something? And I'll also invite Manoj to say something on it.
Yeah, just to add to the point, we all had lot of difficulty in understanding the end user licensing agreement, right? Intellectual property came in after a lot of we had to understand what is the usage and how we have to use it and all like that. The usage of AI also has to mature. That is what I think Hiral was also saying. Now everybody wants to put their hand into AI. Everybody wants to say that, yes, my organization uses AI, my research uses AI. But the impact of AI is something that is being looked into at each and every stage. Like that recruitment example that was mentioned, the impact of AI and the way the AI application is dealing with the data, or storing, or purging, or modifying, or processing, that is being looked at. AI is something much beyond this. What we are looking at AI mostly, especially in IT services organizations, is how to embed AI into an application. But beyond that, what has to be done is there is a lot more that has to go in, and it is going step by step. It is improving, and like that ISO standard that is coming up, NIST framework is coming up, a lot of things are coming up. So it will take a little time, I think. If we it will not take very long, because this is becoming the backbone of many IT applications. So it will come in very soon, is what I feel.
Yes. See, the guideline is always there, and right now, like at present, companies supposed to be stick with that. Whatever the tool they use, they have to create the policy based on the specific AI tool what they're currently deploying or what they currently use. Because there are various AI tools are there, a lot of functionalities are there, so that policy can drive that tool in the better way in the organization. But definitely, pros and cons are there for always. But what rightly said, Jyoti, stage wise, we supposed to be at least verify that commissioning that each and every area, how the tools are performing, what the risks are there, what data we are going out. So generally, as our best practices, we have deployed that DLP, right? And that DLP, Manoj, what we did, we have created the policy, whatever the PIA data is going out, right? Because we use the AI somehow, somewhere. So that data is automatically blocked, if the name, addresses, numbers, credit card numbers are there, Aadhaar card number is there. So that DLP help us to be block that content which is going out, and that our team is definitely in the back end they release if it is really genuine content. So that method we use that, but still there are a lot of potential risk, because the massive data in, massive data out is there. So potential risk is too high again.
Inviting Manoj.
Yeah, so look, I think, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Manoj.
Yeah.
So look, I think first question, if you actually Google something called the ethical AI framework, I think there is an ethical AI framework. And it basically, it boils down to essentially protecting the data, which probably are the existing policies also apply.
Right.
The problem of the AI is opacity. Is that we have never created a system which does not produce, which does not tell you how it is doing something.
Right.
The only system that currently we have behaves like that is human beings. We don't create logs of our behavior, right? So, and that is the problem with AI. Is that the positive side of AI is that there's so much of productivity. So I'll give an example. We try to do a third-party assessment. Normally, what it takes 6 days for a human being. We created a LLM model, etc., etc., and around 70% of the time it came out true, and it took 4 hours. Okay. Now imagine a scenario. You basically multiply, we do hundreds of assessments like that. Why will not company jump on? It's going to say what used to take 4 days. So the reason companies are joining up is not because of all the fancy stuff, because of promise of AI. Where most companies are getting to, if you give an example of recruitment and all that, I have seen other reaction. People have suddenly moved away from AI tools and basically gone back to other extreme, which is they don't talk to individuals. So I believe it is going to be a trial and error on AI. Right? There is also a lot of scaremongering going on, which is basically I'll do pen testing of AI and all that. There's no point pen testing AI because the way AI behaves, no one knows anyway. Okay.
No, that I have experience, Manoj. I have experience on the pen testing using the AI tool.
Yeah, that's but true. Look, people are money. Assessment of AI. What will you assess AI on? Okay, you'll assess AI on something that is not there. What will my hypothesis of AI is that I think cars were created in 1930, somewhere like that, and we created seat belts probably 40 years later. So I think some of that will evolve. The second part of AI is AI also has a lot of limitations in the quality of output if the data is not good. Right. Your best hope of AI is most of the organization's data is so painful. That is why most DLP solutions fail. If the data was so painful to govern. So my hypothesis of AI is that at least in companies and organizations take a lot of time to mature simply because the data is complicated. I mean, same thing happened with the cloud as well. Go back to 6 years back, the cloud was going to change everything. Everyone was going to know the cloud. You talk to clients now, they're picking back on cloud because there's a concentration risk, all that and all that. So most of the client adoption of cloud is 10%. So sometimes I think we have to accept that there are limitations. What can actually secure AI is almost what you can secure with human beings. So somewhere I read that if you actually apply all the user interventions we do around human activity, same can apply to AI, because AI technically is meant to mimic human behavior.
Manoj, we lost you for the last
That is way
sentence
smarter
that
than
you
I'm
said.
thinking.
Could you repeat what you said towards the end? We lost you for about 10 seconds.
No, what I said is that all AI security frameworks will probably go down to human security frameworks, like how you detect user activity, and that's what it'll end to. But I'm not that so pessimistic and scared. I have seen real applications with AI as well. The other thing that is not with AI is proven is when people will start charging money for AI. It's very expensive.
True.
Okay, so some of it is not proven in terms of the economics of AI is not proven. Economics of data cleaning is not proven. So I'm not that. But in cybersecurity, this is the first technology that you can use to defeat. So we are doing something on AI, basically to train AI to actually behave like a hacker. It's almost like using the thief to catch the thief.
Right.
So, and that things are so. You're right. It also has good benefit on intelligence. Intelligence, I am not so convinced, because cybersecurity breaches most are now around human stupidity.
Correct.
So AI is not that much useful, but people are trying to make money on it.
Yes.
As well.
It's all business and right.
More than business, a lot of scaremongering.
Right. Agree.
That's my view.
Yeah. Thanks, Manoj.
Great. I think thank you so much for giving your comments as well, Manoj and Hiral. It was a wonderful session. I was completely glued in, and I'm sure the video of your session is going to have many more views. People do want to understand this field, but I think it's very, very important not just to understand how AI can help in the threat itself and the mitigation of threat, but also to kind of generally understand the practical aspects of it, to really be able to understand that anything that's so capable, so new, so unknown will kind of give anxiety. So I think it's all right to kind of be in that space where nobody knows everything, so we all have to learn from each other. And yes, there are going to be questions, and there are going to be questions, I think, for coming times as well. It's evolving every day. So even if somebody knows all of AI today, I mean, there's going to be 6 months later a new format of AI that comes in. So yeah, we got to be continuous learners. I think that's the new time.
Sure. Thanks for the inputs. I think that's a really great session. Thank you all for your time, and hopefully we'll see you again after some time to be with the upgraded version of the AI.
Thank you, Hiral, and thank you so much for the examples. I think that helped a lot. If you could get examples from the context, people relate more. So thank you so much for that, and have a great day and have a great weekend, everyone. Good evening.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.